So first up, we have a leather buckle slide sandal called Latreece. Look how adorable. Oh, hello. Couldn't have planned that better. Matches my chartreuse perfectly. Look at the details, look at the padding, look at this leather, which is always out the box, the most supple, velvety leather you could possibly imagine. Now, this is the first day that you've seen Latreece at this low price, but the caveat, that price expires at the end of the day. Introduced on the 10th of March, it's been very popular. Shipping for free. 200 already picked up. Oh, wow. Okay. $108.98 is that sale price. $27.25 is your easy pay. I'm going to take you through colors. Obsessed with the citron. Look at that little buckle detail. $150 there. Here's your fuchsia. $200. Look how bright that is. Then we have it in pewter. If you want a little bit of metallic, $220. Next up is black. $320, and then sort of like that flagship color, this is going to be the brandy. $280 remain. That's it. It's A6784710. My partner in crime for this hour, my good friend Christy Turner, who brings us Miz Mooz shoes, is joining us for this entire hour. And what an hour it is. Hi. Hi. It's so good to see you.
So good to see you too. I'm loving this chartreuse and fuchsia combo.
I know. We're getting pops of color. See, I put on the fuchsia. Look how cute that is.
So cute.
So tell us a little bit about Miz Mooz.
Oh, Miz Mooz. If you haven't tried it before, this is the greatest place to start in the show. We have so many options. You know, it's honestly, it's a family-owned and operated business out of Manhattan. Still to this day, family-owned and operated. They noticed women in New York City wearing those kind of functional shoes to get to where they were going, changing into fashion shoes when they got there. They knew they could do so much better. They have offices in Italy. They had access to these gorgeous leathers out of Europe. The shoes themselves are designed in New York, but they're made by artisans, by workshops in Europe. A lot of those are family-owned and operated as well. And they're designed in such a way that they really are so classic and timeless. But what they wanted to also have was this infinite wearability. So while you're getting these stunning leathers and the experience of an incredible leather, you're also kind of, you end up having this sort of comfort experience because of like the padding, the design, the detail that goes into each and every pair. They're all very carefully curated collections, not mass produced. So you really get this kind of special, you know, I don't even know the word I'm looking for, this special treatment when you get each and every pair.
Well, I always travel with Miz Mooz because I know I'm gonna look really fashionable.
Right.
I'm gonna look classic, but I'm gonna be comfortable.
Exactly.
So this is great. So let's talk about Latreece.
Isn't this fabulous? So we do slides, we do them really, really well. And I'm gonna tell you why. It starts at the rubberized outsole.
Okay.
Slap factor is gone. And you know that when like you get those hard slides and you're like, they look cute, but you can hear you coming from a mile away and you slap. Not with this. This is that absolute bendable, flexible, rubberized outsole, a little bit of lift. So this is definitely gonna be a lower profile, but we've given you incredible padding in that. And this is what I was talking about when I talked about like that comfort factor. The padding here makes all the difference.
I feel like you guys have upped the padding in these years.
I know, it's been really fantastic. This season alone, I've been mind blown how great it has been in all of these sandals, but to have this makes all the difference, that combined with a rubberized outsole. Beautiful upper. We kind of drenched the upper with the color choice, the colorway that you're gonna go with. So I have the brandy option. Buckle adjustability, you can play with that, you can leave it as is.
Oh, cool.
Really great leather coverage on this. Cuts kind of asymmetrical on the foot, so it always looks really pretty. Look how good that is. But still, one thing that I always love to point this out whenever we have a slide is you don't get a lot of that left to right movement with your foot. Where some slides, if you get too little material, you're gonna end up kind of, maybe your heel might end up hitting pavement. You don't want that. This, you don't have that. And I love, you're seeing like how we did the footbed back in the colorway that you chose, with the exception of the pewter. The pewter's gonna have that base on it that has more of like the brandy tone base.
That pewter. But I'm gonna run through colors real fast and then we gotta talk sizes. So obsessed with citron, don't wait on that one. I believe it's the most limited. Here's one I popped on, which is called fuchsia. Here's that pewter if you want that little touch of metallic without it being like a sparkle bomb. Then I have it for you in black, and then we have it for you in brandy. Let's talk sizing, because this is European sizing.
So easy to do. If you've never tried European sizing before, all you have to do is reference our chart. What I recommend is if you have done European sizing, make sure you still double check the Miz Mooz chart so you go according to the way we fit. Just go down that left-hand side of the chart to find your US size. You'll go to the right to find your European size. So for instance, in Latreece, I'm an 8.5 in my US size. I'm wearing it in a 39.
Same.
Fits beautifully.
Samesies, samesies. A 39 in Miz Mooz is always perfect for
Right,
my 8.5
right.
foot. Always, always.
I agree.
So that lives on QVC.com. Sheila is rocking it right now in the Brandy. What a cute outfit that is, by the way. You look adorable. You look so European. Laura, nice job, Laura. She looks gorgeous. But the shoe itself is so flattering on the foot, and it's so soft. Like, there is never break-in period when it comes to Miz Mooz. And I mean, the way that you're able to manipulate the leathers, and we'll see some ruching a little bit later in the show.
Yes.
But I mean, it's just so comfortable on the foot, and I have the most sensitive skin on my feet ever. I've never, ever, immediately out of the box had any problem with Miz Mooz.
Incredible testament. I mean, honestly, it's the leather. It's having this carefully sourced leather. It is so buttery soft. The leather on Latreece is like that glove leather, really good handbag leather. It is so buttery soft to begin with. It's hard to believe this leather actually gets softer with time.
Oh, it does. I can attest.
But it does. It takes on its own patina. That's the beauty of it. But this is buttery soft. You can see no real structure. This is movable, soft leather, and you're going to have that on the footbed as well.
All right, so Brandy, here's the black, pewter, pretty. Here's the fuchsia that I slipped on, little Papacolor, and then obsessed with the citron. It's A684710, $108.98. It ships for free, less than a month old, but that price goes away at the end of the day. It's $27.25 on your Easy Pays.